Welcome back, guys. It is pack up day. So unfortunately, you know how we have the winterize stuff up north? We have the Floriterize down here, which is still better than winterizing, but I run to the store, get some dryer sheets. Basically all the bedding, anything that could get cockroaches, lizards, snakes, ants, fucking all the little things to try to kill you down here. You gotta make so that there's no way they can get into it. So I'm gonna go drop our dryer, drop our towels into the dryer real quick and run to the store, and we'll show you some of the RV park here. Well, that was a fiasco and a half. So with the pandemic, everybody was freaking out down here. Apparently I was talking to a lady that runs the laundry section. They converted every washer and dryer over to a touchless payment. So you use like this little card you buy and then stick the card up to it. You have to put your, apply for a new card, wait for the machine to dispense a new card, add money to the new card, and you have to do it in $25 increments. So to be able to do the $2 worth of dry needed, you had to put $25 on, which is a little dumb, but whatever, we got it. The reason I'm doing some laundry last minute is all of our towels. I don't want them wet in our suitcase on the way home, and I also don't want to just leave them wet out in the camper because everything needs to be stored away. So I'm gonna go get some dryer sheets because that keeps mice and cockroaches and all sorts of anything that could get into our camper out of the camper. And when I say run to the store, the best part about this is where it's located. It's like a quarter-mile drive off from 192, but at the end of the driveway there's an Aldi's and a Publix, which if you know anything about down here, that's like your two best stores. It's basically a Walmart and, you know, an Aldi. So off we go. No! PT Cruiser down! Poor guy. Oh, that sucks. Lake Magic RV Resort in Claremont, Florida, 10 minutes from Disney World. They offer both daily, weekly, seasonal, and yearly rates. If you're here for 12 months, you can put a shed. You can get mail set up to come right here. There's a little mini post office inside the main clubhouse here. The property has thousands of campsites. It goes probably a solid 100 acres that direction. There are 2 clubhouses and pools. This one is a deeper one, so you can dive in it. Say hi, guys. Yeah. Oh, do a trick. Yeah, do a trick.
Yeah, you dolphin.
Whoa. Damn. Well, I didn't realize we were camping with an expert over here. It is. So the reason we picked this one specifically is not only does it have shuffleboard, soccer field, volleyball, these different options, pickleball. It has 2 different spas. And if you can tell, there's docks, fire ring area, horseshoes, and this beautiful lake. It's Lake Magic, obviously. We had the RV set up. Next time we're gonna bring the golf cart down and a chain to leave it. They said pretty much there's no crime here because it's a gated community, but at the same time, they pretty much just let us in without checking. So we're gonna chain it up anyway. There's a clubhouse with like pool. There's ping pong, a bunch of board games to play, TV, and they do like events. So like every Wednesday there's a food truck rodeo, all that type of stuff. What's interesting is it's pretty self-regulated. We have yet to have a single person over the course of the last 4 days ask us who we are, what we're doing, other than the time we checked in. Like, nobody checks the front gate. Nobody checks to see what your occupancy is per night. These obviously haven't been used in a very long time. Supposedly there's like fires here at night, but this wood's like rotting. So it's in very good, it's like a nice place, but I don't really, it's weird because some things are kept up really well and then other things have just obviously been sitting a really long time. Uh-oh, watch this. It's beautiful. It's about 80 out today. You are allowed to have golf carts, mopeds, mini bikes, anything like that. They can be both gas or electric, and anywhere on property, you are allowed to use it without registering it, which is awesome because there's literally probably, like, legitimately 40 miles of paved road here. I'll do a time lapse of like just driving around the perimeter, and it's, if you track it, it's like 6 miles around, and there's roads all through it. There's seasonal sites where you can put like almost like a cabin. Those guys get like a 2-car paved driveway, and you're allowed to make improvements on your property. So if you want to put like a fire pit, like a whole little like cooking out area, you're allowed to do that as long as you get permission. Place is super relaxed about everything, and only being, I mean, we drove from Magic Kingdom last night to here. Took 9.5 minutes. It's beautiful. Alice did a really good job finding this. It was actually recommended by a KOA. They're like, our prices are too high. There's a nicer place down the road. So, funny story about earlier in the video when I said how I'm gonna get a card to put our laundry in, and it took forever, and I had about a half hour invested into it. Well, that all happened, took place, and then we made it most of the way out of Florida and realized that we packed up the RV, packed up the van, packed all of us up, and I never packed up the towels that I put into the dryer. So I had to call like an idiot and be like, hey, can you hold on to all my laundry until I come back in a couple weeks? Thank you, Maggie, for giving us a time lapse around the RV park. Good job. Unfortunately, here we are on our way back home, coming through Pennsylvania, seeing the foliage, seeing the mountains. Our next big adventure is this Saturday. We have that enduro race. We now have 6 guys as part of our team, so make sure you stay tuned for that. There'll be updates as it's coming. Please comment, like, subscribe. We had a great time putting together this series for you guys, and I've been trying to get everything into actual playlists, so if you're interested in this type of content, you just keep clicking through the playlist. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.